Hello, Internet. It's me, Hank. Today I'm taking on a personal challenge, reciting as many digits of pi as I can from memory in 10 minutes. Pi is the endlessly fascinating ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, an infinite, patternless number. I've always loved how pi represents the never-ending quest for knowledge. So, I thought, why not combine my love for a good challenge with my appreciation for this incredible number? I've spent weeks memorizing as many digits as possible, turning this abstract sequence into something I can recall. This isn't a scientific experiment, just a fun, brain-stretching adventure. How many digits can a regular person memorize under pressure? Let's find out. Welcome to my slightly weird, number-filled journey. Let's see how it goes. Here are the ground rules. I have 10 minutes to recite as many digits of pi as I can, in order from memory. If I make a mistake, I have to stop. Accuracy is everything. My friend will follow along with the official list, ready to call out any errors. The sequence starts after the decimal, 1415926535889. Preparing for this was pure memorization, breaking the digits into chunks, finding rhythms, and repeating them endlessly. It felt like learning a language with no grammar, just infinite vocabulary. Some days the numbers stuck. Other days my brain was a sieve. Now all that practice comes down to this single 10-minute performance. The stakes are low, but the pressure feels real. Let's see how far I can get. I didn't just repeat numbers, I built a memory palace. Using the method of loci, I mapped digits onto vivid, absurd stories in familiar places around my house. For example, the first digits, 14159, became a giant fork in my front door, and a friend named Ivan holding 9 pies. The more ridiculous the image, the better it stuck. Each room and object became a stage for a chunk of pi. The kitchen, the office, the bedroom, all filled with strange numerical characters. Building the palace took weeks, but once it was set, recalling digits was like taking a mental stroll. Instead of raw numbers, I remembered stories and scenes. The real test? Will my memory palace hold up under the pressure of a ticking clock? Time to find out. Let's begin. The timer starts. 10 minutes. I take a breath and begin. 14159265355. The first 10 digits flow smoothly as I walk through my memory palace. Each chunk of numbers is tied to a vivid scene. Forks, pies, swans, beehives. I find a rhythm, my confidence growing with every correct digit. The adjudicator is silent. So far, so good. My focus narrows. The outside world fades away. I pass the 100-digit mark, a huge milestone. The palace is holding strong, and the numbers come almost automatically. My heart rate settles as I perform this mental routine. By 200 digits, I feel like I'm flying. The link between locations and numbers is instantaneous. But I know the hardest parts are still ahead. Around the 5-minute mark, things get tough. I'm deep into the newer, less rehearsed parts of my memory palace. My pace slows, and suddenly my mind goes blank. The image I'd built for this chunk of digits vanishes. Panic rises, but I force myself to backtrack, repeating the previous digits, rebuilding the scene. Slowly, the story returns. 6 swans, 2 cats, a snowman. I recover and push through, but my confidence is shaken. From here, every new set of digits is a battle. The palace feels fragile. I have to actively hold it together. Each chunk is a struggle against the fog of memory. But I keep going, determined not to give up. The challenge is no longer effortless. It's a test of willpower. I'm reminded how much practice matters. The finish line is in sight, but it's a fight to get there. In the middle of this struggle, I wonder, why pi? Pi is irrational and possibly normal, meaning its digits go on forever, never repeating, and every possible sequence exists somewhere within. It's everywhere, in engineering, physics, statistics, and the natural world. Pi is both practical and deeply mysterious, a symbol of infinity and human curiosity. Reciting its digits is my way of connecting with mathematical history and the wonder of the universe. This challenge is a small tribute to pi's endlessness and significance. With 2 minutes left, adrenaline surges. I pick up the pace, sprinting through the most fragile parts of my memory palace. The backyard and garage scenes flash by in a blur. Every 10 digits feels like a victory. I stumble, correct myself, and push on. The final seconds tick down. I'm barely processing the images anymore, just firing off numbers. 3282306647. The timer buzzes. I stop mid-number. Silence. I slump back, completely drained. It's over. The silence after the timer is profound. My friend tallies the digits. The official count 481 digits of pi recited from memory. Not a world record, but a personal best that feels monumental. Each digit is now tied to a story in my house. The real reward was the focus, the struggle, and the thrill of pushing through. Practice made the early parts easy. The new parts were a challenge. 481 digits, a concrete result from a weird project. Maybe I'll try for 500 next time. For now, I'll celebrate. With pi, of course. That was my pi challenge, a 10-minute journey into memory and infinity. I hope you enjoyed this experiment. We'll be back to our usual science topics soon. If you have ideas for other fun challenges, let me know. Science is about curiosity, and there's always something new to explore. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. Remember to be awesome, keep asking questions, and appreciate the infinite weirdness of the world. DFTBA.